It's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Packers. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Love got his man. It's Bo Melton. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Oh, design run for their wideout. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now Herbert going to change the look. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Packer pressure, and down he goes. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Out of the gun, Herbert. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time, and it's 3rd down. You look at this Packers defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the #1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And no move to get Herbert off the field. They're going for this. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
A 4th down, so the Chargers trot out J.K. Scott.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing. Love. Going up top. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. 75 yards. And the Packers are back within a score. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're playing in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
First down, Chargers. Baylor Tigers! Baylor Tigers! Baylor Tigers!
Now it's Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he's got some space here. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Herbert. And incomplete on the deep ball.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10. Here's a quick throw caught by Allen. And just shutting him off there. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
They went with their popular RPO on that play, and what they often tell their receivers, as soon as you get the ball, you've got to be like a punt return. You've got to make the first guy miss on your own, because if you do, big plays like that.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns. Brandon Staley telling his troops to stay out there and go for 2. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And running with power here. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Here we go.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Ready.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. And now Love going to change things up. Throwing on 2nd and long. Love. This pass complete to Melton. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Here we go. Here we go.
3rd and 8.
Trouble 38.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So since that last play got nothing, they'll go ahead and decline the penalty, and that forces a 4th down situation.
Ready up. 6. Mega. Green Jack. 6.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position.
first down. Justin Herbert flushed out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Eckler, they run left side, fighting through. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown.
Mike Williams.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chargers are able to add on to their first half lead. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Love from the gun. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. To the air again. Love. Looking deep here for Doubs.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Packers.
Romeo Doubs.
64 yards.
And the Packers get a bit closer.
He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. But if you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye.
He just takes off and goes, and I think that's what we just saw there.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the...
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted.
And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Ready. Drill 52. Shoot, yellow. Ready.
Following the interception, Love. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Black Ultra. Set.
First down, going to the air with Love. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right, he had him open, just a split second too late on the release. A second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Ready.
Love, this is 3rd and goal. Throw caught by Musgrave. And it's a Packers touchdown. Luke Musgrave from 10 yards out. And the Packers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bulling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Herbert now.
He's got this to Williams, complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, LA! Mike Williams.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Eluding the pressure right. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And the 7-yard line, the catch is made.
And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
A big play there just before halftime, and even 40 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now Jones. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready?
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line?
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And his kick is good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
A final shot before the break for Herbert. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Here's Love. A short throw to Musgrave. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They go bootleg. Love sliding out of the pocket. Caught by Jones. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's a tough one for the defense because the coverage was good downfield. He was forced to work his way out of the pocket to his right, spotted his man on the sideline, and got it to him to pick up the first down on third down.
Now a first down carry by Jones.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Second and 7, operating from the 34.
Shot, 17.
Love looking to throw it.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Faster, faster.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Derwin James with a pick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, Herbert. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 15. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 15. On play action, they'll throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw now, here's Love.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown!
Christian Watson.
85 yards.
And the Packers have got it back to within a score.
Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Now a deep one for Johnston.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Herbert operating from the red zone. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
And the Packers are going to get the football here at their own 23.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Red, cycle. Ready?
Now Love. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. His throw caught at about the 5. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Now it's Herbert. And he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack, taken down at the 2. Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Herbert.
But he missed it when it's incomplete.
So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
On fourth down, Herbert. And he's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers.
Austin Eckler.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Chargers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Big fourth down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on fourth down? And, oh, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And up 2 scores late. No clue why you do this here, but they're going to go for the onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team.
Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you've got no shot then.
Flush to his right.
That's complete to Dobbs.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Love now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Blue striker on the ball.
On third down, Love. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Drill 52.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And it'll be a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Williams brings it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give them 32 on the play.
And the Chargers first down.
Here's Herbert.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need.
And the Packers are right back in this football game.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
And they'll start the drive here with an end around. There he goes left side.
He's got a full head of steam.
And fighting down inside the 25. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 85 yards. So they dig a little deeper in the playbook there, get the wide receiver the ball, running it, and it proves fruitful.
Love the call. When you got a guy who has running back skills, you want him to touch the ball as well, not just out wide where you throw it to him. Make sure you hand it to him or toss it to him and let him go to work.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Love. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the Packers are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Oh, how about this on first and goal? And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. To pass, here's Jordan Love.
Throw caught by Musgrave.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? What do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin, 4th quarter. You're going. Short on 4th and goal from the 1. And instead of having a 1-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down. The Charger drive about to get going. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, well, they've got 95% chance of winning.
I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Chargers.
They're going to pass here with Herbert. They've got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the 50, here's Herbert. This caught left side by the tight end Parham. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
First down, Los Angeles.
Herbert throwing again. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. His throw complete right side to the tight end Parham. And he will have a Charger first down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line. Here's a quick throw caught by Allen. Touchdown, Chargers! Keenan Allen, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock.
in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play, because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
Yeah, the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when
Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down.
And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
I wonder if they're wandering back to the huddle thinking to themselves, can we just hit rewind and go back a play? Definitely not the down they wanted to begin this drive by giving up a sack. But for the defense, that's exactly how they drew it up.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So they accept the And push the offense backwards a bit.
Set,